Alright everybody, welcome back. The last time when I was live, I just forgot to share the screen of the VS Code, and because of that thing nothing was clear at all. I just kept speaking, and at the end of the day when I came to know about the status, it was like only the screen, VS Code screen is not being shared and everything else is being shared for sure. So this has actually been like that, but never mind, let's continue. The main focus was on simply explaining the things and all, and we have quite done it well. I have spoken well at least, and let's continue with the things now. I hope right now the screen is being shared. So we've got many things done here, and apart from this particular thing, I have my set offer here, and set offer just simply created the offer. HTTP process will be responsible for sending the message from client side to the server, and connection got established. And apart from this particular thing, I have media send update media senders. They simply add the information about the senders. I have removed media senders. They simply remove the information. I have removed video stream. Even I'm maintaining the stream in the sense whichever stream I am getting, I'm just simply adding it to the this particular audio and video stream, so that in future I can just simply remove that stream and I can add a new one. So that's the main reason behind having that here, and most of the things are quite understandable, right? Load audio happen, event process happens, connection status is I already know. Update media, and then remove media senders in the sense if what can I actually say? If I actually stopped sending the video, in that case I will just loop through all the peer connections, and I will just find using the connection ID. First of all, I will of course get the connection ID, and I will check using the connection ID whether I have the peer connection or not, and if I have the peer connection, whether I'm the part of the sender RTP senders or not. Once I got that, so I'm checking whether I'm part of the RTP sender or not, and if the peer connection already exists, in that case I'm just simply revoking the track, revoking in the sense removing that, and RTP senders value is actually gonna be null over that. That's pretty much simple. And remove video stream in the it will simply be removing the video process is handling the video process related stuff. That simply means if you click on the video, how the video is actually gonna be shared and all. Sunshine is coming. Okay, so far it has just been like that, and set connection happened, initialization happened, process client function actually happened, HTTP process related stuff, and then connection closed. So let's talk about this connection closed. This is the last thing exactly that I have to know more about. So when will this connection close happen? This connection close will be called whenever I click on the end meeting, and exactly let's see what's gonna happen. So first of all, peer connections connection ID. So whichever connection I have, that's gonna be actually equals to null whenever I'm closing the connection. So the value of the peer connection peer connections ID is peer connection ID is connection ID, and that will actually become null. So the connection ID actually contains the information of the connection ID. So whenever I'm setting the this over here, that simply means the previous one was right instead of pushing it over here. Connection ID will actually contain the connection ID. That is crazy. It doesn't really make sense, but okay. So whenever I'm closing that, so peer connections IDs and connection ID, that's actually gonna be null, and then peer connections connection ID and peer connection. So I'm just simply getting the peer connection from here, closing that, setting it to null. Similarly, remote audio senders connection ID, getting that, get tracks for each. I'm just simply stopping all the tracks because this remote audio stream may have many. This is the audio stream, right? So I can get many tracks, and I'm gonna be stopping all of them. It's gonna be equals to null. Remote video stream, the same thing is gonna be happening over here, and then I'm just simply returning the things. So kind of this does make sense as well. So closing in the sense you are just simply closing everything. HTTP process is responsible for sending a message from client to server. Set offer is responsible for creating the offer, and as for this set connection, so using this you just simply create the connection, and set ICE configuration you already know. Apart from this particular thing, you have initialization you already know. Event process simply handles all the events related stuff. Load audio is responsible for loading the audio. Connection status simply checks the status whether you have the peer connection or not. Update media simply adds the media senders. Remove media simply removes the media senders, and lastly we have remove video stream. So this is how things are gonna be done. So most of the things we have already gone through. Let's check this set connection properly. So while setting the connection, I'm using some of the things here. First of all, setting offer will directly be created, not really worried about this. On as candidate, whenever the ICE candidates are gathered by the browser, I'm just simply sending them to the backend side. Backend will be sending them back to the other users. It's just gonna be like that. And on track, whenever actually this event gets triggered, that simply means it got the tracks from the other user side. So at that time I will be checking whether I have the, and it has two things over here. When I got this this event triggered, I already have the connection ID of that particular user. So in that case I will be checking whether I have the remote video stream for that particular user or not. If I don't have, I will be creating a new media stream. And similarly audio stream, if I don't have, I will be creating a new audio stream. So it's like I'm creating new streams if I don't have them. And once I have them, if that is a video, then I will be doing this. If that is a audio, I will be doing this. So if that is a video, so once the stream is actually created, then after that from the stream I will be getting all the tracks, and then okay, just a sec. First of all, as soon as this happened, I'm checking whether I have the, if I don't have the video stream, in that case what am I doing? I'm just simply creating a new video stream. Same is gonna be happening with this. If event.track.kind, if the kind is actually the video, then what am I doing? Remote video stream connection ID, I got the remote stream. Then get tracks for each remote video stream connection ID revoke track. So this is mainly responsible for adding the stream. So it is just simply checking. First of all, if they exist, then they will contain the value, right? If they do not exist, I'm just simply creating them. If they exist, that means they have some of the tracks. That simply means I have to remove those tracks. So that's what I'm doing. So if a remove video stream actually has some of the tracks, I'm just simply gonna be removing all the tracks. And once that is done, the remote video stream will I will be adding a new track to that. So it's like if I have the previous tracks over here, remove the previous tracks. So remove the previous tracks, just like this. And over here, once I've removed the previous tracks, and then I will be adding the new tracks. So add the new track. So it's just gonna be like that. So first of all, I'm removing the previous track, and it will be triggered when the stream is actually received from the other user side. So as soon as the stream is received, and if I don't have the audio remote video stream or a remote audio stream, in that case I will be creating the new media streams. And if I already have them, in that case this particular section is gonna be running. And then first of all I will remove the previous streams, and then I'm gonna be adding the new stream to that particular thing. And once the stream is actually added, that simply means I will be getting remote audio stream connection ID add track. So the track is actually added, and using the connection ID it will be just getting this. The bigger question is this, that if it does not exist, it will be created. So ultimately media stream is getting created. That simply means I will be having my media stream inside this. So using connection ID I will be able to get that. And add track, where do we add the tracks? We add the tracks to the peer connection, but we are not doing that here. Rather we are creating altogether a new object, and that is assigned the value of the add track. So I got the, this does not make sense. And remote video stream get video tracks for each remote video stream connection ID remove. So ultimately remove video stream contains video stream like current stream. If that is a video, then it will contain the video stream, and I'm just simply removing that particular tag. And after that, remote video stream connection ID. So using that connection ID, I'm actually saving the adding this add track property here, and it gets event.track. So of course it gets the event.track. The question is, how am I able to add track here? Mostly what happens, tracks are added to the peer connection, but because I have created a new media stream for myself directly here, and that is why I'm just simply adding them here. So it contains the media stream, and because of that thing it does make sense. It's like these tracks are actually coming from the other user side, right? So if it were me, if I'm directly getting the media stream from my side, that means that particular media stream contains the track. Okay, as simple as that. So if that is a local media stream, that simply means it contains the track, and if it contains the track, I can just simply get the tracks and add it to the peer connection. but this particular track or video stream is actually coming from the other user side. That simply means, first of all, I'm creating the new media stream, and once the new media stream is actually created, I'm just simply saving it inside this remote audio or video stream. And right now when I'm actually adding the track, this is getting added to the media stream. Once the track is actually added to the media stream, after that I have to just simply show it. That's it. I mean, I don't really have to do anything else. Once the track is actually added up, I have to just simply render this, and once I get the track from my side, then I have to add it to the peer connection. It kinds of makes sense. So as soon as I got this video, so the main focus is gonna be render the video on UI. I mean, this is the main focus, nothing else. So once I got the stream ultimately track, so as soon as I got the track, I will have to add the track to the stream, and once I got the stream, I will be adding that stream to the element, I mean a video element. So let a remote video player is gonna be document. Let me make it const. So const remote video player is gonna be what? Document. So I got that particular video element. As soon as I got the video element, I'm first of all making the source object null, and after that I'm just simply assigning the value of this stream and loading that, and that's it. Same thing is gonna be happening with the audio as well. That simply means, first of all, if the previous audio exists, so remove the previous audio, remove the previous audio stream, just like this. Once the previous audio stream is actually removed, remove the previous audio track, just like this. Once the previous audio track is removed, add the new track, add the new audio track. It will be added over here, and once it is actually added, then over here UI is gonna be changing. So that's it, nothing else. And I think the same thing I'm doing inside this. I'm just simply changing the stuff. So this is gonna be video element related part. Remote video player, first of all I will be getting that, and the same thing is gonna be happening. Audio element related part, audio element related part. So this is actually how it's gonna be going on, and it is kind of done, right? So whenever on track happens, so what exactly we do? So whenever this particular on track happens, so at that time I just simply get the track from the other user. When I get the track from the other user, so first of all, before doing anything, I am just what am I doing? I'm managing media stream. So managing a media stream in the sense, this could have directly be done, but I'm just doing it here. Like first of all, I'm maintaining the audio stream. This is again an array, and I'm maintaining the video stream. So I'm maintaining both of them. I mean, they do not need to be maintained, but if I'm maintaining, that's okay. And then what am I gonna be doing? I'm assigning them the media stream. So assign new media stream. So new media stream is gonna be assigned to them using the connection ID. Once the new media stream is actually assigned, then I will be checking whether I will be removing the track from the media stream. So removing the tracks. Once the tracks are actually removed, then I will be adding the tracks to the media stream. So adding the tracks to the media stream. Once it is done, then update the element part. So ultimately audio and video elements, they will be getting their source object. So video elements, they will get source object, and this source object is actually gonna be coming from RTP audio stream, because it contains that, and using the connection ID I will be able to get that. So this way I will be getting the audio stream, and the same way I will be getting the video stream, and that will be assigned to a source object. And this is actually that's something gonna happen. So this is how it actually works over here. So let's simply let me cut it from here, but ultimately I just wanted to briefly discuss it, and that's done right now. And the another thing is that this is quite confusing, because what am I doing inside peer connections IDs? I am just using connection ID as a key, and then I'm assigning the value of the connection key. So I'm just confused exactly what is the use of even doing it. I could have directly pushed the value of connection ID, but we will be digging deeper into it very soon. So once this particular thing is done, on ask it is already done, on negotiation it is already done. So this much is done. And the other thing is that whenever it is actually initialized, at that time event process happens. Event process in the sense user will be turning the audio off and on. So when the user is actually clicking on the mic, so first of all I will check whether the mic audio, again what is this audio? This is the audio track. So let's keep it simple here. Audio is actually the audio track, just like this. So whenever I click on this load audio, so first of all I will be checking, if that does not exist, so I will be getting the audio stream. Once I got the audio stream, then I will be getting the tracks. Once I got the audio tracks, the value is actually gonna be assigned to the audio, and audio is enabled is gonna be false. This is quite not needed. Check if it can be made true here. It can be made to true to, because of is audio mute. This is again a variable that is checking whether the audio is mute or not. It can be true or false. Because of is audio mute, it's false here. Let's keep it like this. Okay, so this particular thing is done, and once I've loaded the audio, that simply means I've got the tracks. And can I do one thing? This audio track, I'll have to change many things because of this, I know, but I wanted to change this. Let's search simply directly audio wherever it is. So let's start going with the things from the beginning. So let's go to the top here, Control F, and audio is used 25 times. Let's start going through them. Audio, 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 audio. So this needs to be changed. So this should be audio stream, audio track, and then continue going. This should be audio track, this should be audio track, this should be audio track enabled. The value of audio track dot enabled, that's fine. And let's see what are the other places. It's audio track dot stop. This audio, not really this one, but definitely this one. Audio track. I'm just simply adding it here. Not excuse me, not really this one. Keep going. Audio. That's it. I think it's done. Yeah, so we have gone through it. So we have changed all the things. So right now this is the name is actually audio track, so that it's kind of understandable. Earlier it was not. So once this is done, inside load audio, I'm just simply assigning the audio track over here to this audio track. Once the value is actually assigned, that means audio is loaded. Once the audio is actually loaded, after that I'm just simply checking again whether the audio still exists or not. If it does not exist, then of course I'm gonna be alerting audio permission as not granted and all. Otherwise I will be checking if the audio is mute or not. So first of all I'm loading the audio. Once the mic is clicked, then I'm checking whether the audio is mute or not, because if the audio is mute, is mute, that simply means I have to enable it. If it is not mute, then of course I have to disable it. So at the end of the day, it is gonna be just opposite to the state that it was. So if audio mute was true, so it will become false, or if it is false, then it will become true. So this is something that happens automatically. And apart from this particular thing, if it is on mute, that simply means I have to add the audio stream. So I got audio track dot enable is actually gonna be true, and then audio simple and add the audio icon, update the media centers, and then log the value. And over here, if it were already true, then make it false, and just remove the audio senders and stop the audio track, and that's it. So this is the thing that you are doing. So whenever you click on the mic, this is what happens, and when you click on the camera, again some stuff is gonna be happening. So When you click on the camera, first of all you are checking whether the state is actually equals to camera or not. If the state is equals to camera, that means camera is on, so you need to turn it off. If the state is not equals to camera, that means camera is off and you will turn it on. So this is one of the first things. And the second thing is that screen sharing. So whenever you share the screen, at that time you share the video too, and at that time you will be checking whether the state is actually equals to screen share or not. If it is equals to screen share, that simply means you have to stop sharing the screen, so video state is gonna be none. And if it not equals to screen share, that means it is equals to none, so at that time you have to share the screen. So this much we've already gone through, and this video load, video process is something that we have to go right now with. So this is the video process function, and once we understood everything inside this video process function, so we will have understood almost everything. So inside this video function, first of all I'm checking whether the state is actually none or not. If the state is none, then we don't really need to do anything. So changing the UI stuff on the front end side, apart from that particular thing, new video state is actually gonna be this, that means it is off of course. And remove video stream will be removed, and then I'm just simply gonna be sending this video switch off event to the server. So I'm gonna be emitting this event to the signaling server. Signaling server will notify other users that a video has been switched by this particular user. So let's even check with what is actually happening here. So I can go to my server, video switch off. I should be having that here somewhere. So I'm listening for that, right? Disconnect is here, file transfer SDP. Not even sure that whether I'm listening or not. It turns out maybe I'm not listening for this. Video switch off. Okay, it is using SDP, so got that. So as it is using SDP, so other users, this particular thing will be sent to the other users for sure, not to the other users. RTP video senders. So I'm just simply sending the RTP video senders here. Just a minute, it is. I'm using server process, sending this message that video has been turned off, and RTP video senders. Why am I sending this? I turned the video off on my side. Now other users need to be notified, but who? Only those who are sending the video. This does not make sense. RTP video senders. It contains the information of all the people who are actually sending the video. That's right. And what am I actually doing? I'm sending all the video senders with this message. So this message is gonna be received here as well. So I must be listening for SDP event. Right, and when I'm actually listening for that SDP event, so this SDP function runs. Where is that SDP function? Initialization, node audio, connection, update, remove, SDP. Connection is established. This SDP runs, and when this particular thing runs, so that's actually gonna be this time video switch off, and at that time I'm gonna be making it null. And right now I'm sending video, so SDP process. This time I will not be getting the connection ID, rather I will be getting many connection IDs, RTP senders. Just a minute. Hang on. Alright, just a sec. Let's continue from here on. So what am I doing? From my front end side, whenever I turn off the video, so what am I doing? Come on. Whenever I turn off my video, then what should happen? Connection states, update media. Where was I? I was handling the event processes, and whenever I turn off the video, at that time this video process function will be running. Turn off or turn off depends. And in that case, when it comes to this video process, so I'm back here, and simply I'm checking if the state is actually equals to null. That simply means the video is not being video is not turned on, and in that case I'm simply notifying the other users about this. But the thing is that from here I'm actually sending the RTP senders. The server process is not able to handle this RTP senders. Like there are many users, they are being sent at the same time. It will not work. So what should I do? And why do I even need to do this? When I actually I have peer connections of other users on my side, and similarly other users have the peer connections of other users on their side. As soon as I turn the video off on my side, what should happen? They should not be able to get the things. That's it. So I'm already removing the video stream from here. Remove video stream is simply gonna be removing the video stream from here, from the video stream section. Once this particular is done, ultimately what will be happening, I'm gonna be removing the track and I'm gonna be making some changes in the UI and all. Okay. And how will I stop sending this? As the tracks are not gonna be shared, so I have to like render a blank screen. That's it, nothing else. Or just the audio should be there. That simply means I have to notify the other user. And when it comes to notifying the other user, so I cannot send it directly here. RTP video senders, there are gonna be many senders, and not only RTP video senders. Let's comment this, or it's definitely not gonna work. This is gonna be a to-do. Make it work. And the thing is that uncomment it for now, but later I will of course make it work. The thing is that when I turn off the video on my side, not only the RTP video senders, rather everybody in the meeting should be aware of that. That simply means if anybody is in the meeting, that person should be notified about my camera off. And don't know what will I be doing. By the way, what am I doing here? If it is actually received, by the way, this is the video RTP video senders. When I actually turn it off, so that particular user will be known about this. And when it comes to this video process, so whenever the video process is actually happening, that happens inside what? That actually happens inside event process. This event process has no idea about the connection ID. That simply means this is actually happening on my local side, and in that case I will have to notify everybody. And when I'm actually getting this particular message here, so when am I getting this message? So SDB process is something that gets the message, and when I get the message, first of all I'm checking whether that is equals to answer or the offer or the ice candidate or the message video switch off. When I actually get this, so what am I getting? I'm getting the from connection ID, and I'm just simply making it null. Making it null in the sense there is gonna be no video, and that is fine, there's gonna be no video. But the problem is this from connection ID does not exist right now. I will not be getting the from connection ID from HTTP process, because I'm not even sending that. Inside this HTTP process I'm getting the data, and I'm expecting data to have two connection ID. But from my client side, when I'm actually sending it for the first time, I'm actually sending RTP peer connections. Over here I'm sending RTP video senders, right? So only one user or only one connection ID should be sent at a time. But here I'm actually sending many, and that is something that will be problematic. And that simply means even it is not about the RTP video senders, or maybe I need to send it to all the participants, because everybody should be informed about this, right? And this is how it's gonna be actually happening. But let's see exactly how it's gonna be. I will be just working on this when real stuff is actually happening. I'm working practically right now. Just this is the theory part, so I'm just gonna be having some comments here. So this section is done. Just a minute. Let me turn it off again. I'll be back just like within few seconds. Alrighty. So here we are, And once this much is done, then okay, almost overall things are done. So this connection video process is actually like working fine. So I have this video process. So if it is equals to none, so I have to do this. But if I actually have the video, then what do I have to do? If I have the video, I have to first of all change the UI part. So this is actually changing the camera. So if the new state is actually equals to camera, in that case this is the UI part first of all. So UI part, camera is icon will be changed, and apart from this particular thing, the real logic actually starts from here. So if it is actually equals to that, then I will be doing these things. Quite a lot, I know, but let's go through it exactly, see what happens here. So first of all, this thing, this is actually gonna be the main logic here. So first of all, I have a variable called video stream, and let's go ahead like this. Let video stream is actually gonna be null initially, and if I'm actually getting what is this for? Actually video process, right? So as soon as I click on the video process, I should be able to get the video if that is equals to camera. That simply means, right? And then what am I doing? First of all, I'm getting the video stream. So local video stream is actually gonna be just like this. Audio stream is gonna be none, false. And if that is the screen share, so I'm gonna be the screen share video stream, and this is gonna be just get display. So both the things are happening. So what exactly am I gonna be doing? More logic. Ultimately, what am I doing? Get streams of the videos, just like that. And once I got the streams of the videos, after that, and one more thing, if that is inactive, in that case remove video stream. If video stream is inactive, that means that's not being used. In that case, I'm removing it from the remove video stream. That simply means this is going to be added to the video stream. That is right. So first of all, this will be happening later. So if it is inactive, it will automatically be removed. So RTP video senders, and from the RTP videos, just a minute, this is the video stream that I have. Okay, on inactive, that means it's not being used. What I have to do? Remove video stream, and I'm sending RTP video senders. What are these RTP video senders here? RTP video senders. What are they? RTP video senders simply contain the information about the users who are sending the video. Who are sending the video? That is kind of right. So there are all the people who are sending the video right now. So what will I do using this? Let's go to this particular function here. Remove video sender. It simply gets the RTP video senders. And what is happening inside this? Video cam track. Video cam. Now where is this coming from? Video camera track. That's okay. So I'm just simply stopping the video camera. In case when it's not being used. So if my stream is not being used, so I'm gonna be stopping the video camera track that I have, and the value is gonna be null. Load local video player source object is gonna be null, and remove media centers, RTP video centers. So remove media centers means what? Here we are. So I'm sending it RTP centers, going through each peer connection. RTP senders, if it exists and if connection ID exists, peer connection is gonna be removing the track. So track is going to be removed from all the peer connections, and sender ID is gonna be null. So I am sending this RTP senders here because this will be required to change the ID for that particular user. So over here, what is gonna happen? Peer connections, connection ID. So the peer connections that I have, I will be finding the connection ID of that particular user, and then I will remove the track. If it is inactive, in that case, I don't have to share that. How am I getting this ID? How is this even available? And whose ID is this connection ID? Connection ID. I have the RTP sender. This connection ID comes from this peer connections. That simply means I will be getting the connection ID of all the peer connections one by one. Peer connection ID each. wherein, so okay, this way I will be getting the peer connection, that's fine. So from here I will be getting the peer connection IDs. So once I got the connection IDs, after that RTP senders, I have the RTP senders. Okay, once that can be audio or video both. Once I have that and the connection is actually established, at that time peer connections connection ID. Okay, so from that particular connection ID, so it's like it is being removed from everybody, I mean from all the peer connections. And that is right. Once I turn off the video on my side, then the peer connections that I have, in all those peer connections I have to remove the track, because now I'm not sending the track right now, I'm not sending the stream. So this I'm gonna be having remove video sender means once the camera is off on my side, remove the tracks from all the peer connections. It's just gonna be like that. So what am I doing? First of all, I'm going through all the peer connections and I'm getting the IDs of those peer connections, and again they are the objects, so this is how I'm gonna be going with them. And after that, once I got the ID of those peer connections, then RTP senders, first of all I'm checking whether the connection exists or not, and after that from those peer connections I'm removing the ID and I'm making the RTP senders value null. So this is actually, it's gonna be happening. Quite understandable, yeah. So what am I actually doing here? If I once first of all I get the video stream or the audio stream, so first of all even I'm checking if that is the video process, so I'm checking the status. If that's equals to none, that simply means I'm not sending anything. I'm not sending anything in the sense turn everything off. Remove the RTP sender. Remove the RTP sender in the sense remove video stream. Removing video stream in the sense, because I'm not sending the video stream, so the peer connections that I have, the stream will be removed from there. That is fine, this does the job. And after that, this particular thing I'm sending, this is something I need to correct, but overall things are fine. And when I actually start sending the things, so if that is equals to camera, then I will make the changes in the UI, and then more logic is gonna be here. And what am I actually gonna do? Get the stream. So I got the stream over here and the value is actually assigned to this video stream. Apart from this, if the video stream is not being used, that means it is inactive. In that case, I will be removing the video stream from the RTP senders. RTP video senders in the sense, this is the array that I am sending. So RTP video senders contains the info of video senders. So whoever person was sending the video, I have the information of that particular user. And what will actually happen inside this, the particular user will be removed from the video senders. And yeah, once the user is actually removed from the video sender, then what will happen? Remove video stream, and I got the video sender. Once I got the video sender, I'm checking video camera is on or not. If that is on, then only it will happen. So I will be stopping the video camera. This video camera is stopped on my side. So on my side it is actually gonna be done. If it is inactive, video camera tag is gonna be null. So all these things are gonna be happening. Local video player null, that's okay on my side. Remove media senders. Remove media senders in the sense I'm gonna be giving it to this, and at that time I'm gonna be getting the connection ID of all the peer connections. And once I got the connection ID of all the peer connections, I'm gonna be changing them to null. So there can be, just a minute, RTP senders. What value will they contain? RTP senders will be containing audio or video senders, and it's like some people will be sending their video, right? And that is why I'm just changing the information of those some people. Whoever was sending the video, I'm just simply changing that. RTP senders are getting changed. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of does the job. So what exactly am I doing? First of all, I'm turning the camera off on my side, and after that, if the camera is turned off, whatever the peer connections I have, I'm gonna be removing the track from those peer connections, and then I'm gonna be making the value of RTP sender null, because those peer connections are not actually sending the audio track right now or the video track right now. So if audio and video is being shared, that means they are gonna be the part of RTP senders. If they are not sending the video and audio, that means the value should be null. So that's what I'm actually doing. So first of all, I'm checking whether the camera is on or off. If the camera is actually off, in that case, peer connection, from the peer connections, I'm gonna be removing the track. And once the track is actually removed, right now those users are not gonna be the part of RTP senders. The value is actually gonna be null. Okay, this is how it actually goes. Oh my god. So once the camera is off on my side, I remove the tracks from all the peer connections. So peer connections, and once the track all track is actually removed from all the peer connections, then remove the users or senders from RTP audio or video senders. So once, because now they are not sending the audio and video, so then don't need to be the part of RTP audio or video senders, depending on the situation. Okay, that's fine. So this particular thing is done, and once this much is done, then okay, I got my video stream. If the video stream is actually being shared, so I got my video stream, and as I got my video stream, then what do I have to do? I have my video stream. I will be adding that stream to all the peer connections. So video stream, and if a video stream dot get tracks it's greater than 0, then video I'm gonna be getting my video camera track. So video get streams. Okay, so this simply returns me the track of the video. So first of all, I will get the stream. After that, I can just simply get the tracks, and I'm getting the track of 0th index. And once I have that, then my main job is to just simply, I have the track. Okay, once I have the track, so over here I can just simply new media stream video track. Am I crazy? Okay, that it will work, and I can even do this thing. So local, not this, yeah. Let's not copy. Local video player dot source object. Can't I do it directly video stream here? It should definitely be working. So I can directly assign the value of the video stream because I have that. So why am I creating a new media stream, assigning the value of the video camera, and then doing it? So ultimately both the things should work. The main job is gonna be to do over here, check if this works. Of course it will work, I'm sure, but I'm just simply gonna be checking. And as I'm sending the video now, because I have the video stream, and I'm just simply adding the stream to the local video stream, and now they are gonna be the part of update video senders. And once they are the part of update video senders, that simply means this video camera track I'm sending and RTP video senders, and now this video camera track will be assigned to the peer connection over here. And this video camera track, I'm just simply adding it to the peer connections over here, update video senders. So add track to peer connections. Again, peer connections, there can be more than one connections. So I'm gonna be getting all the peer connections from here, and whichever peer connections I have over there, I'm just simply gonna be getting those peer connections. I will be adding the track, then I will get the sender will be assigned to this. So this is actually, it's gonna be happening quite well. Okay, so this is done, video process is done, and once this particular section is done, that's it, no need to worry about anything else. So this thing is done as well. And then what am I checking at the end? Video state is gonna be new video state, and if it is actually equals to off, then I'm gonna be changing that. So the UI part is gonna be here. So I'm just simply changing the icons and all. If it equals to screen share, I'm gonna be changing the icons here and all, and that's it, done. So this video process is done as well. So ICE configuration, set connection, offer HTTP close connection, done. And remove video stream, I have some other comments as well. Remove video stream, first of all, I have remove media senders. Remove media senders in the sense, if I turn it off, then it's still a bit confused. If I turn the camera on my side, why am I removing the people from the RTP senders? Who is inside RTP senders? Inside RTP senders are those people who are actually sending the audio and video. So if I'm actually removing the video stream, in that case I'm removing the media senders, RTP video senders. And what am I actually doing? I'm just making it null. But why? I am the one, okay, who stopped sharing the video. So I'm looping through the peer connections, getting the connection ID. Over here I will be getting the connection ID of all the connections ready. So if there are 2 people, so I got the connection ID of 2 people. And then RTP senders connection ID, I'm just simply checking whether they exist or not. If they exist, so peer connections connection ID, remove track. The thing is that I turned the camera off on my side and I'm removing the tracks of the RTP senders. If I turn the camera off, what does this RTP sender contain? This RTP sender contains the ID and the sender information, and this ID and sender information is of the other user. Okay, and what am I actually doing? First of all, from the peer connections, I'm removing the track. This is fine. From peer connections, I'm actually removing the track. That simply means my video will not be shared with those people. And then RTP senders connection ID null. RTP, okay, they are the people sharing the video. One thing is clear. This RTP sender does not contain the information about those people who are sending the video. Rather, it contains the information about the people whom I am sending the video. So, if I'm not wrong, this RTP senders actually contain the information about those users to whom I am sending my video, and that is why I'm making it null. How can I make sure that this is the right thing? I mean, this is exactly the right logic. I have to check when RTP senders are actually being updated. That's right. So that is something I have to check inside this. When does this function get called? Whenever I add a video stream. So let's see. So whenever I add coming back to video process again, if that's actually equals to camera, that simply means I have the video stream. If I have the video stream, then what am I doing? I am getting the video track. Once I got the video track, I'm just simply adding it here and then updating the media senders. So I started sharing this camera, and once I started sharing the camera, I'm just simply updating the media tags. Updating the media in the sense, I will have RTP senders. First of all, I am adding it to the peer connections, so it's being added to all the peer connections, and then I am getting the RTP sender as well. Whose ID is this? Connection ID. This is the connection ID of all the connections. That means when I turn the video on, so RTP senders, think. Okay, here we are. These RTP senders contain the information of those people who are actually sending that is fine. So RTP senders contain the information of the senders, but right now I am the sender, that is okay, but I have 2 peer connections. If there are 2 people, so I have 2 peer connections, or if I have 1 peer connection, so that becomes the RTP sender. And if I'm turning off the video, that simply means I will not be sending the video from that RTP sender side, and that is why I need to make it null. Here we are. I mean, I know it's gonna be confusing to understand, definitely confusing. But when it comes to this RTP senders, where is that? RTP audio sender and RTP video sender. So these are the RTP senders. That means, first of all, peer connections sending the audio. It's just gonna be like this. So I have the peer connections on my side. I have created them for just displaying purposes and all. Using those peer connections, I'm getting connected to the other people. And right now, those peer connections are, and if I turn off the video, that means those peer connections, it's not me, rather they are working on behalf of me. So those peer connections will not be sending the audio or video from my side. That simply means they are not sending. That simply means they should be removed from the RTP senders, and this is how it's gonna be going on. Okay, so if I turn the camera off, that means the value of those peer connections should change, because they are getting connected to the other peer on behalf of me. And once they are connected, and the RTP value actually becomes null, in that case the value of all the peer connections are gonna be null, and that is what I'm doing here. So remove video stream, remove media senders, so ultimately all the media senders are gonna be equals to null. So not only one, rather I'm getting the peer connection IDs first of all, so all the peer connection IDs, and once I got all the peer connection IDs, then I'm actually removing the tracks from them, and I'm making the RTP senders to null. That means all the peer connections that I have, so using the connection ID of those peer connections, I'm making the RTP senders null. That means all the senders are gonna be null right now. I mean, that can be audio sender, that can be video sender, but when I turn off the camera, so if I turn on the camera, so all the RTP senders are gonna be null. If I turn off the audio, then all the RTP audio senders are gonna be null. So this is how it's gonna be working, and this is quite insane level of logic. Wow. I mean, if I turn the camera on, I already have two peer connections getting they are connected to the other people. I mean, not two, I mean depending on the people. So if there are three people, so I will not create peer connection for me, rather I will create peer connections for two other people, so that I can get connected to those people using those peer connections, and I will be able to just get the things done like this. Ooh, great. This is amazing. So I remove video stream. So stream is going to be removed from video track, that's fine. Remove media senders. So over here camera is off on my side. Remove the tracks from all the peer connections. Remove the senders from RTP audio and video senders. Remove all the senders. All the senders from RTP. Not remove, like make it better. Remove all the RTP audio or video senders. As simple as that. RTP or video senders. It's just gonna be like that. So I'm gonna be removing all of them at the same time if I turn the camera off, and that's it, done. So this thing is done as well. Video processes now, it makes sense, and the close connection is done, and I have to just find some of the bugs. I mean, I will not find some of the bugs, I have to resolve them. Peer connection IDs contains the IDs of the peer connection that are connected, and it is just strange because it contains the peer connection that is mapped to the peer connection. So yeah, but never mind, it works still. And once this is done, it's time to just see it in action, right? Me about others, these are the things that I'm listening to. Hand raise, few things I need to just know more about, like show file message, how is this being used, and the show chat message, how is this being used. I need to know more about it. And close this. Event handling, come back later, check if the hand switch is being broadcasted to other peer. Hand switch, it is not actually being broadcasted to other peer, so I will have to even check this thing out. Oh, okay, it is being broadcasted to the other peer. Send hand raise. Am I gonna be getting it on the backend side? Okay, here I have not message. Send hand raise, I'm getting it here. Okay, cool. So whenever I click on hand raise button, then what will happen? If I click on the hand raise button, then what should happen? Event handling, hand raise. When I click on this hand raise button, in that case I will be changing the status of the hand raise. If it is false, then it will become true, and then I'm emitting the message, and if it is true, it will become false, and I'm gonna be emitting the message. So this is something that's gonna happen over here. So let's see when I actually get this hand raise. This data actually contains what does the data contain? Over here I'm sending this value of hand raise, so send a hand raise. It simply gets this hand raise. And what is this hand raise? This hand raise can actually be true or false. That simply means on this side I'm getting this true or false data. So data.hand raise, not even hand raise, just data is directly enough. So what am I doing? Sender ID is gonna be meeting participants, find key connection ID socket.id. I'm getting the sender ID. How will I get the sender ID? Meeting participants, find peer person ID and then socket ID. That's fine. Okay, I got the sender ID. And after that, as I got the sender ID, I will be getting the meeting ID as well. And then sender ID dot meeting ID, if that exists, in that case what am I doing? In that case, first of all, I'm getting the meeting ID. So control D, meeting ID. Okay, and not like this. Yeah, isn't this wrong? Meeting ID, just like this. So meeting ID is gonna be like, so I got the meeting ID, so it's okay, it's easy to get it. And once I got the meeting ID, then what? Meeting participants filter, meeting with this. So I'm gonna be filtering these are the other users, right? Here, meeting ID. So I'm gonna be filtering using meeting ID. So all the participants who have the same meeting ID, they are gonna be filtered over here. And once, let's use triple equals to. So once they are actually filtered, so first of all I got the sender ID, so whoever sent the message here. After that I got the meeting ID. Let's make them null, let here. Once I got the meeting ID, then what am I doing? Using that particular meeting ID of the sender, I'm finding all the users who belong to that particular meeting. So all meeting participants, just like this. So I got all the meeting participants. Once I got all the meeting participants, after that I'm gonna be looping through them. And once I'm actually looping through them, user number of leaf, meeting participants dot length, users count I will be getting over here. So meeting participants dot length, so these are the users that are inside that. And then socket and then .io, I will be getting the, let's make it U over here. U stands for user, that is why I'm gonna be having it. So all the meeting, let's make it P, that's also gonna be okay. P stands for person, so I'm gonna be getting the person and the connection ID, hand raise info for others. And then I'm returning what? I'm returning connection ID. Let's make it like this, connection ID. I'm returning the socket ID of that. Whose socket ID? Okay, this is the socket ID of the user. And hand raised data, that's gonna be data. That simply means it can either be true or false. So the data over here, this can actually be true or false, just like this. Or to make it better, what can I actually do? That I'm actually gonna be sending an object here. So just like this. So whenever I'm raising the hand, I'm gonna be sending the value hand raise, and the value of it can be true or false. That simply means when I'm getting it here, so hand raise, it can actually be data dot hand raise, just like this. So I hope I'm doing it right. So send hand raise, and first of all I got the sender ID, and then I got the meeting ID. I found all the meeting participants. Once I got all the meeting participants, then I got the users count, but this is not quite being used here. And the connection ID, socket.id, hand raise, and this user count, I'm not really using it, so let's simply comment this. So this is the data that I will be sending to the front end side. And now I need to listen for this event, hand raise info for others, hand raise info for others. So let's see whether how am I listening it. So hand raise info for others. So this hand raise session is done. Remaining this buttons, and I have many things to cover. So to do start from here, because there are many things, so I will forget where do I have to even start from, and that is why I have it here. And now it's time to listen for that event. So what event was emitted? Hand raise info for others, right? So where is that event? Event handling process, this is the one. And over here hand raise info, do I have hand raise info for others? Okay. And when I check this, so data show and data, okay, that's fine. I will be getting the hand raise info. Now inside the data, now what I have, data dot hand raise I have, that can actually be true. If it is true, it simply render this. If it is false, simply hide this. So far so good, great job. So this particular thing is done as well. So hand raise will definitely work. What else do I need to do? Hand raise is working, that's fine. And how about the other things? So when I click on this event handling, so I'm checking the hand raise. The second thing is that let's remove it now. Button send. What is this button send? And what does this do? Is this the chat related thing? I think so. So let's go to the UI side now. So this should be index.html. I'm gonna be keeping it somewhere here. अरे आजा भाई. Now here we are, and what do I have to look for? I have to look for button send. Button send should be the chat. Let's do one thing. I think it's already running, or it is not running. npm run start. We'll simply start it, and now let's see. Localhost 3000/action.html. Here I am. Let's click on the new meeting, and the username, suppose and stop over here, it is added. I cannot find it like that. Let's forget about this. I will have to look for this button send. Control C and then Control F and Control V. Button send. This is the button send that I'm talking about. There is only one button send. What does this do? This comes from the chat section, and in the chat section I have many things, right? So come back here like this. So this is the chat section, and a few things that I need to change. First of all, this button send that I have, can I make it like this? Better, right? Button send. And this message box that I have, can I make it like this? This. So I have this message box, I have this button send. There I want them to be readable. And once this, I've changed two things here, so let me change them here as well. So this should be button send. So I'm just getting the button send element. As soon as I got the button send element, I got the connection is already ready, everything's done. That's then where message. So this is gonna be message data, right? So my value, once I got the message data, after that socket emit like that. What I named it here, then working with this sender handler. First of all, connection. Okay, I don't face the network issue. I thought I was facing that, and this is gonna be the sender ID, right? So let's name it the same thing. So close this, Control D, meeting ID, just like this. So once I got the meeting ID, let's like, I mean they do the same job itself, but okay. This particular thing needs to be removed. So now interesting stuff. I got the sender first of all. From the sender, I got the meeting ID of the current meeting. And once I got the meeting ID, then from sender user ID. Is that so? Sender contains what? Meeting participants. Let's go to the meeting participants. What do they contain? They contain the connection ID, they contain the username, they contain the meeting ID. That's it. And yeah, obviously they should contain the connection ID. They should contain the username, they should contain the meeting ID. I mean, that's what they are supposed to be containing. So from means what? Sender dot username. This is the name they are talking about. From username. participants, because I just changed the name below as well, and that is not good, because connection ID emit a show chat message and then from. Oh, that is why I was not getting my username over there. So from username, just like this, and this is gonna be, let's do one thing, remove it directly. From username is gonna be like this. As for the message is gonna be what? Message is gonna be data dot message, just like this. So I'm sending these two things to the front end side, and once I've sent these two things to the front end side, then I will be listening for show chat message event. So show chat message event, where is that? That must be at the top right. Inside this event signaling US, India, just like this. I hope it is fine. Let's go with the US for now. I'm not sure whether this thing is correct for India or not. And after that, first of all, I will have hour, then I will have minute, then I will have hour 12. So that's okay. This is just the time format. And once I have this, then span font weight data from data from username, and L time I will have the left message. Left time I have no idea what does that mean. And then this. So let's check whether it actually works or not. So other user will be receiving it, right? Yeah. show chat message, other user will be receiving it. Font weight, I mean everything else is fine. This L time is what? Just a minute. Let me share the screen of my Chrome, and let's do one thing. Let's create 2 users, I mean get one more user inside this meeting, just like this. Enter the name, that's gonna be Dipendra. I mean this is fine. I have to allow, so now there are 2 users, that's fine. Of course I cannot really turn the camera on because my camera is already being used, so let's simply reset the permission and reload the page. This is actually gonna be unstoppable join in the room, so this is how it actually goes. And right now I think there are 2 hosts. Okay, never mind if there is a host or not. Once this thing is done, then I'm gonna be, there is only one person. Okay, let me stop my backend one more time. I have to manage one more thing. This host related thing is not working properly actually. So host is done, and then other user actually joined, right? So I allowed it. Now there are 2 users. If I send the message from here saying hi, so first of all the message is not displayed on my side, but the message must have reached here. So if I check this particular thing out, so Vipendra has sent hi, and this is the time that I'm actually getting over here. So I can come back here and last time, Control D, sent time. This is gonna be the sent time. Like at this particular time, this particular message was sent, and then I'm simply appending it to the messages and all, and that's fine. Quite does the job. So show chat is actually working fine, and let's simply remove this. And now the thing is that when I send the message from my side, why am I not able to show the value? That's interesting stuff. So when I click on this button send, so ultimately message is sent to the other user side, and now I will have the time and left time, sent time, let it be anything. So time, I got this control sent time. This is the time when the message was actually sent, and when the message was sent, so I will be getting the user ID. This is not how it's gonna be done. So instead of keeping the user ID over here, this is actually gonna be the username that I want, and send a time, and then message data, where this message is coming from. This is not the message data, this is gonna be the message over here, and message box actually becomes this right now. So hashtag message box value is gonna be, and it will be appended to this. So it should be fine, and now it should be working. So I can come back here, just a minute. I can come back here again, allow it. Oh, so many users, it got rendered over and over. Sorry for that. Let me stop the server and come back here again, reload the page. So this is actually gonna be unstoppable. He's running the meeting. He is gonna be the host. Unstoppable. Okay, he was already there. That's okay. What the hell? There's only one user, and of course I will have to restart the server. I will have to take care of this thing so that it works well, but okay, for now this is fine. This is the meeting that I have created. Another user will be joining the same meeting. That's gonna be name, it's gonna be Vipendra. Let's simply click on enter. I got a join request here. Let's simply click on allow. Now 2 users are connected. Now if I click on this message, hi, what will happen? This message is shown here. So unstoppable sent hi message, and this message I got hi from the unstoppable side. That's fine. And if I send bye from here, if I click on this, so I sent bye, so I must be receiving bye from unstoppable. So unstoppable sent hi, I sent bye. Okay, so this is working fine. And what is the next thing? I mean, everything is done. I can even share my screen. So when I click on this, I should be able to just simply share any screen right now. And if I want to share the VS Studio, of course right now screen is being shared, and this is how screen is actually shared. Quite bad, I know, but UI related stuff is really bad, but ultimately screen is also being shared. I can stop presenting the screen, and whenever I click on this, that when I click on this, it comes, okay, I'm selecting the screen to share. Like this, if I click on share, it is again here. Why is that so? That's problematic. If I click on stop, it comes here again. So whenever I click on this present screen, then what happens? I have no idea. So I will have to check that thing out too. So let's check exactly what happens here when I click on that share media. Where is share media now? Button send is done. This is kind of doing its job the best way possible. So this is fine. Window URL, meeting URL, and what am I gonna be doing? Window location href. Okay, meeting URL is gonna be text URL and hashtag div users double click. Okay, this meeting URL is where. Let's simply check out this thing as well, and then I will be fixing another thing. I have to look for this class, meeting URL class. I think this is the bottom level class that I have. Let's see. So this is the meeting URL, and over here this is the bottom section. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. And bottom section joining info link copied and also. Okay, I got this. So where it's actually being added. So this is fine as well. So apart from this particular thing, what else? Hashtag give users on double click video and double click div users. Where are the div users? Control F, div users, video container, and inside this video container I have the information of many videos. So whenever I double click on this, then what should happen? This dot request full screen. This means what? This means window, of course not window. I'm selecting this, and when I double click on this, and double click is actually on the video tag, when that should be, that video tag should be request to full screen. Okay, I mean this is a property, right? So is this actually working? Let's see. Come back here. If I actually double click, wow, I mean this is how it goes. Kind of does the job. Makes the video have full screen. So if you want to have make the video have full screen, so this is how it's gonna be happening. And the kind of event handling system is done. I mean system, it's working fine. I was facing an error, and that error was when I click on stop sharing the screen, or when I click on once, it's just simply sending me two models. What can I do? So whenever I click on what? Start recorder, no. Option, share attach, custom file, meeting, coffee info, call, and the top left, meeting details, chat, people heading. Calm down. Let's know the class first of all. Okay, I need to be back here only. I want to know about the class here. So class of this present screen. So let's come back here. Here I am. This is the section, right? And screen sharing, and then present to call screen. Let's go ahead. Let's simply figure this thing out, and then I will be moving. I mean going. So I hope I am connected again. Yeah, I am. So what is the name of this? Screen share on off, right? This is the ID, and what else? Nothing else. So let's look for this particular event here. So coming back to my code, screen share on off. Control F, screen share. अरे भाई, screen share on off. Yeah, got it. It is inside this only, screen share on off. So this is not what I'm talking about. I'm mainly worried about my UI part. So as soon as I click on this particular button, then what should happen? Video process should happen. Let's check out this video thing. So when I'm inside this, at that time, if I got the video stream, that's okay. Screen is being shared, fine. The only thing is that I'm getting two models, and when I click on this, how is the model being shown? New video state, video camera on off. This is where I'm just simply changing the icon, right? Material icons, material icons, material icons, material icons. So I'm just simply changing the material icons here. What is my problem here? My issue is when I click on this button like this one, so I get this screen, but I get two of them. Why is that so? So it is definitely happening here, so I have to just worry about this thing only. If that is equals to screen share, in that case I'm getting the video, and then I'm removing it if that's not being used. And lastly, I am getting the track. Once I got the track, I'm updating the RTP senders. So coming here, peer connections. I think there are two users, not two users. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong. So it's getting added to the RTP sender. So there is only one user, so it should be just connected. This model gets populated automatically. I mean, like this one. But the request goes 2 times because there are 2 users. So when I click on this, what will happen? Let's see. I clicked on this, I selected VS Code, and this time I selected this. Then what will happen? Only the last one is selected. Okay, I can click on stop sharing. It stops sharing, but if I click on this, it gets selected 2 times. Oh, what the? Don't know what's the reason behind this. I have to figure it out. The problem is that whenever this selection happens, video process, when this video process happens over here, why am I getting 2 models? To select the screen when clicked on share screen. So this is the to-do that I have to figure out the reason here. And almost overall things are working fine, right? I mean, let's deny for now. Whenever I click on present now, I get that error. So this is what I have to just figure out. Present screen. So this is gonna be the to-do. Overall, the application is almost ready. We have gone through everything, and the thing is that we understand this stuff, so we can rebuild this, and even we can add more functionalities here. But apart from this particular thing, there is one last thing remaining, that is sending the files and all. So this greeting and all this particular stuff is already done, and show chat message, SDP process file, handle information. I mean everything, all the events we have listened to. Permission denied, inform others about me, and then inform me about others, inform others about the disconnected user, handle hand raise, show file, SDP. Let's see whether this hand raise works well or not, and this should definitely be working fine, but let's see. So here I am. As for this hand raise, I will be raising my hand here, and left the meeting, really? Okay, this is something that I will be checking later. Let's not worry about that. Coming back here, hand raise, event handling, add user, that's okay. Then now people heading, chat heading, meeting heading, call, cross. There are many more events. Now I have to just simply, what the hell? Okay, these are not the events, rather these are the documents that I'm selecting, and whenever I click on them, I'm just simply making some of the changes here. So I will be going through it. Just last few things are remaining, and once these things are done, then I'm gonna be done with this project, and then we will restart building the stuff and all. So I'm gonna be catching up soon. Until then, take care and see you. I'll have to just go because I got some work, so let me get that done, and after that I'll be back.